and so many of the different activities that aim to improve Americans' financial lives. It's called Mapping Financial Opportunity. So I want to start there in this kind of place-based lens. What is it that we know about whether where you live affects access to financial services, and what really the geography of the landscape of financial opportunity looks like?
So we've done a few things with mapping financial opportunity. So we looked at data from like all the financial services, banks, credit unions, payday lenders, rent-to-own stores, check cashers, and wanted to see like where they were located, the universe of financial services on a map, to begin to ask, where things are located and how do they relate to people's financial health and financial opportunity. And so this makes for a good tool, the website makes for a good tool to use to begin to understand some of that. But aside from that, there was a lot of other data that we looked at to be able to answer that question.
Can you talk about that process of layering in the geographic elements and what that is teaching us?
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting going from the GIS data collection, zip code by zip code, and capturing that information, and then seeing it on the map laid out. It's just going to be a really cool tool where you can go into a specific zip code and see the density of credit unions and payday lenders, and you can overlay that with other things like data on race and data on income. And I think that is can be a pretty powerful tool, not only for researchers, but for consumers as well.
Even beyond just looking at the ratios of banks to payday lenders, it's important to remember that geographically, the services provided by payday lenders doesn't look the same in every state, and it varies depending on regulations in terms of APR, in terms of rollovers. It can look very different in different states.
I think what's been most interesting for me to have conversations with about people who are not directly involved in the project is looking at it and having lived in a certain area, having lived in Lawrence for a while, and seeing the data for Lawrence, looking at the map, it really put into context the services that my clients are able to access, and gave meaning to the struggles that our clients face just in our own community. And I think that really informs then when I go to look at other areas in the map, other cities, what stories are what story is the map telling about that city? And it makes me curious, and I think it makes the people that I speak with it about curious about how can we translate this story that we know about our community into better understanding other communities.